Are you ready to dive into the latest drama surrounding the Chicago Bulls? There's a lot to unpack here, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it. Before we get into the thick of it, do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It's your best bet to stay in the loop with all things Bulls, especially when there's breaking news like this. Now, let's talk Lonzo Ball. The question on every fan's mind: will Lonzo Ball be ready for the season opener? Lonzo has been a key figure for the Bulls, and his return could significantly impact the team's trajectory this season. Over the past few months, we've seen some promising signs of progress from Lonzo. He's gone from working out solo to engaging in intense one-on-one matchups, and now he's even participating in full 5-on-5 scrimmages. This is huge because it indicates that his knee is holding up well to increased pressure and intensity. But the real question is, when will he actually be ready to play in an NBA game? Let's rewind for a moment. Lonzo Ball has been out of action for nearly 2 years due to a nagging knee injury that required multiple surgeries. The road to recovery has been long and grueling, and there were times when it seemed like he might never return to his former self. But this offseason has brought a renewed sense of hope. Reports suggest that Ball is making steady progress, and his participation in 5-on-5 drills is a testament to that. However, it's important to remember that progress in practice doesn't always translate to game readiness. Julia Poe of the Chicago Tribune recently provided an inside look into the Bulls' approach to Lonzo's return. According to her, the Bulls are being cautious about setting any firm expectations for when Ball will be back on the court. As much as the fans want to see him play, the team is focused on ensuring that his return is sustainable. They don't want to rush him back only to see him sidelined again. Poe highlights that even if Ball is able to participate in training camp, the Bulls are still unsure if he'll be cleared for the season opener. If he does make it back, he's likely to face a significant ramp-up period, which could involve a brief stint with the G League's Windy City Bulls. This would allow him to regain his game rhythm and build up his endurance before taking on the rigors of an NBA season. Lonzo has been vocal about his desire to play on opening night. He's a competitor at heart, and there's no doubt he's pushing himself to be ready. But as we all know, players are often more optimistic about their readiness than the medical staff. The next few weeks will be crucial in determining whether Lonzo can meet his goal. The Bulls' medical team will be closely monitoring his knee's response to increased activity. Will there be any swelling? Any pain? These are the factors that will ultimately decide if he can return by opening night. Let's not forget that Lonzo Ball is a unique talent. His basketball IQ, defensive prowess, and ability to facilitate the offense make him an invaluable asset to the Bulls. But bringing him back too soon could jeopardize not just his season, but his career. It's a delicate balance between pushing for a return and ensuring that he's truly ready to compete at the highest level. The last thing anyone wants is to see him suffer another setback after all the hard work he's put into his recovery. In the grand scheme of things, Lonzo's potential return could be a game-changer for the Bulls. With him on the floor, the team's dynamics shift significantly. He's the kind of player who can elevate everyone around him, and his presence alone can change the course of a game. But until he's officially back, the Bulls will have to rely on their depth and versatility to navigate the early part of the season. So, what should we expect in the coming weeks? All eyes will be on Lonzo as he continues his 5-on-5 workouts. How his knee responds will be critical. If he can get through these sessions without any setbacks, there's a real possibility we'll see him in a Bulls uniform sooner rather than later. But if there are any signs of trouble, the Bulls will have to proceed with caution. As fans, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of a potential return. But it's also important to remember the bigger picture. Lonzo Ball's long-term health and career are what truly matter. So, while we all hope to see him back on the court for the season opener, we should also be prepared for the possibility that it might take a little longer. Before we wrap up, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and have those notifications turned on. You won't want to miss any updates as we continue to track Lonzo Ball's progress and bring you all the latest news on the Chicago Bulls. Stay tuned, because this season is shaping up to be one for the books.